They didn't raise their voices, they didn't accuse him of failure, they simply replaced him while he was still seated at the head of the table, introduced a younger sharper leader as the new direction, and then calmly instructed him to train the man who had just taken his authority. And the silence in that room was heavier than any insult because it carried agreement. And while everyone processed a corporate decision, he felt something far more personal tightening inside his chest, the image of his wife checking the bank account that morning, the message from the hospital about delayed payment, the quiet fear he had hidden behind confidence for months, and as he stood to shake the new hire's hand, his vision blurred for half a second, not from anger but from the realization that this wasn't about pride anymore, this was about survival, and for a dangerous moment he considered speaking, exposing internal politics, revealing the manipulation behind the scenes, but desperation makes you loud, and loud men are easy to remove, so he swallowed it, not because he was calm, but because he understood that reacting emotionally would confirm the narrative they were preparing to justify letting him go entirely. That night he didn't sleep. He sat alone in the dark living room scrolling through job listings he was overqualified for but now unsure he could secure, calculating how many months of rent remained, imagining explaining to his child why certain things had to wait. And at 3 in the morning the pressure cracked something inside him and he opened his email ready to send a message to leadership demanding explanation, recognition, fairness, his fingers hovering over the keyboard fueled by humiliation and fear, and for a full minute he was ready to burn the bridge, ready to defend himself publicly, ready to fight the system directly, but then another thought entered quietly: if they wanted him unstable, this email would deliver exactly that. And in that moment he deleted the draft, shut the laptop, and made a decision colder than anger. He would not fight emotionally, he would fight structurally. And the next morning something about him changed, not visibly, but internally. The need for validation died, the desire to be understood disappeared, and what replaced it was calculation, pure and disciplined, because when a man realizes no one is coming to save him, he either collapses or becomes dangerous. Weeks passed and the department began tightening under unrealistic promises, the new leader performing loudly while structural flaws widened beneath him, clients pressing harder, executives demanding answers, and through it all he remained steady, documenting quietly, mastering overlooked systems, building recovery models no one asked for but everyone would soon need. And when the inevitable failure surfaced during a high-stakes review, the room shifted into tension, projections challenged, delivery timelines exposed, confidence thinning under scrutiny, and then leadership looked at him, not because they respected him, but because they needed stability, and when he spoke his voice didn't shake, didn't accuse, didn't reference the humiliation he endured, he simply presented a recovery framework so precise it reorganized the chaos in real time, and in that moment authority transferred without announcement. Not because he demanded it but because under pressure competence becomes visible, and over the following months responsibilities rerouted back to him quietly, strategic oversight expanded, and eventually a new position was created above the one he lost, offering stronger contract terms and financial security that removed the threat hanging over his family, and when he signed it he didn't feel triumph, he felt something colder, relief earned through restraint. Because the most dangerous transformation isn't the one fueled by anger, it's the one born from the night you almost broke and decided instead to rebuild. And here's the truth nobody tells you: being replaced doesn't destroy you, reacting emotionally does, because pressure doesn't break strong men, it exposes weak ones, and if you are one decision away from losing everything, then you are also one disciplined decision away from becoming untouchable. So the next time life humiliates you, don't defend yourself loudly, build yourself quietly. Because the most dangerous comeback is not announced, it is revealed. If this story hit you, don't just watch it, ask yourself one question: are you reacting, or are you rebuilding?